Welcome everyone back to another type of video today. Today we are going through Marvel Rivals, abilities, heroes and all that, and a few bits. We've got heroes that we've played, and then new heroes like America, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, stuff like that. So we're going to go through them in order and go through as in detail and as quick as I can, mainly abilities, and see from there because there's quite a lot to go through. So we can start straight away. We've got Adam. It's in alphabetical order. Adam is a strategist, which is sort of your healer, based well, sort of is your support category, if you know what games with that. He has a normal attack, which is just a damage dealing ability with staff. Range is a ranged attack. As you can see, it has 15 ammo and it can crit, which crits, for those who don't know, are headshots basically. His abilities, which we'll go to his normal abilities first. Soulbound. It grants abilities to Soulbound ability, which grants healing over time and distributing damage across all of them. So, say you have Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Panther all with Soulbound on them. They will all take even amount of damage. Even amount of damage, if I can speak. And also, Adam will share some of the portion damage as well. Yes, so yeah, Adam sustains damage, which would normally KO him. It'll break the link and leave him at 1 health. And it'll break when enough time has passed or enough damage is sustained. Healing's 10 per second, got 15 meter range, 6 seconds. Oop. Next is Avatar Livestream. It's a healing stream of energy when he bounced off of 2 to 3? Number of bounces, 2, there you go. 2. I'm trying to remember from the beta and the alpha and beta. It has 2 charges. Of course, it doesn't include Adam. Yeah, it basically can go to your allies and heal them. The right click, which lets you charge up his stuff and then fire 5 projectiles at once. And his passive, once he gets to, once he perishes, I think will move freely as a soul and reforge as a chosen spot, which you can do team ups, which team up, there you go, team up. You can also do it to Star-Lord and Mantis. And his ult, awaken the karma of allies to revive them. Allies revive have lower health but enjoy a brief period of invincibility. Okay, can you heal upon range? Revive allies within the range, since it's not Adam. Yeah. So basically, if anyone in your range can be revived. 250 health. You can come to the page. I'll leave a link in the description to the page where I finished. You can read the lore if you want on each hero. Next, Black Panther. Someone else I've played. A little bit of, not loads, but I can say a little bit of. So his claws is so he's basically a melee attacker. He's got a little range, but most is melee. Slice is basically so his claws attack is literally just a melee attack, doing damage, but it can only do it within close range. Spirit Rend. Lunge forward, deal damage to enemies, remembering max boost bonus health and refreshes the ability. Which we'll get to what this is in a second, the mark. So this is basically a dash, you dash forward, if you go through them, with that on, you get the ability back and you get some health. Spinning kick, we attach the fire, spin forward, close to the enemies. If you go hit anyone, you get the mark on them, which allows this to do more damage and refreshes the ability. Space, you can do wall jumps and climb the walls. Spear toss, toss a spear. This is its only ranged attack. So say you can throw a spear and it attaches the mark on them, which helps the ability shift. You can, I think he's got, I think he got a decent range. I think I don't know if he has a, just hits when it hits a wall or a person. Passive, deal high damage when at low health. So when he gets below 100 health, he does more damage. And you get Bast, summon Bast, pouncing forward, dealing damage to actually marked enemies. Hit one while refreshing Spirit Rend. An attaching of iron marked enemies, yeah. Hit while refreshing spirit ground. Okay, I don't. That didn't make sense at first. Basically, someone's a big panther and he goes forward and attaching the mark and stuff to him. He also he has a team up ability. When Magic is on the field, Black Panther and Psylocke, which is a new character which we haven't seen yet. Well, we've seen bits on but not actually played. Can tap into Limbo and rewind a few seconds back to a previous position after passing through Limbo. Black Panther and Psylocke will gain bonus health based on missing health. Sweet, that's Black Panther. One of your melee heroes. Next, Captain America, one I haven't played. I can read up on it and... Oh, but before we go on, it's Black Panther. So basically, you want to hit some with a spear, and dash forward with E. If you can get as many people with the mark on them, then shift through them, dealing more damage and getting your health back and stuff. Anyway, heroes. Captain America. Well, he has a Sentinel Strike, which looks like it might be a melee. Get up close to strike enemies, landing a second hit enables a shield throw that can ricochet. So you want to go, so you want to go up, hit them, punch, and then you can throw your shield. I don't know if it's another ability, right? Maybe you can throw it's another ability or it just does it automatically. We'll see. Leading dash. Bruce Speed enables figures to leap into the air. I'm guessing that means you get speed boost and you can jump higher. I think that basically means. Yeah, 33.4% melee speed increase. That's quite insane actually. Vibranium energy saw. Hurl energy charge shield to strike enemies in its path. Single cast projectile that can ricochet. So yeah, so you can throw the shield. I don't know if that counts with this or if it's just an extra thing with that, but you throw your shield and it does damage and bounces off to 3 enemies. Which is nice. Liberty Rush. Raise shield and charge forward, which I think will reduce damage and also do damage to them. Maybe. I'm just guessing. Super Soldier Slam. Slam down from the sky onto the target area, launching enemies up. So if you're on high ground and you drop down on top of people, it'll launch them in the air and do damage, giving your DPS and stuff more chance to do damage. Oh yeah, it's Vanguard means Vanguard means tank basically. And Black Panther was a duelist, which is I think it's a melee, just a melee. Is it just a melee? Oh no, not just a melee. He's a DPS basically. Anyway, sorry about that. We've got Living Legend. Raise the shield to deflect incoming projectiles and ricochet in random directions. Basically, deflect. You hold it up and you got a chance of hitting the enemies back in their own faces. And last but not least, the ultimate. Shield held high, carve a path forward, granting both himself and allies along the path continuous bonus health and movement speed boost. Using Living Legend or Leading Dash, while this ability is active, can launch enemies up. So Living Legend is that one to raise the shield, and Leading Dash is the speed boost. Sweet. That's Captain America. Someone I'm looking forward to playing. I haven't actually played him, like I said, but looking forward to playing. Now, my favourite from the beta so far. Doctor Strange, a tank. He was one of my favourite from the beta. So, I can try and be better probably on this one to explain more stuff than some of the others. Because obviously we're limited time, so I got to play as much. But I enjoyed Doctor Strange. Cast Daggers of Denak. Oh, for God's sake, I can't speak. Denak forward. Basically, it's a medium-ish range projectile. Because it's got fall off damage beginning at 10 meters. So you want to be closer to them to do more damage. Has got a bit more range, but yeah, you can't crit though. That's the other thing. Cloak of Levitation basically lets you float in the air. You're not very fast though when floating in the air, so you are vulnerable. But you can use your abilities whilst in the air, so you can use your shield and stuff like that to protect you whilst in the air. Also, this charges up this ability which we're going to next. Release Dark managed by dealing damage to enemies nearby. So all the damage you do with this, you get this powered up, and once you charge it up, if you release it, does a good amount of damage to anyone near you. Pentagram Fargala, I can't speak, I swear to God, I used to be able to say this all the time. But basically, you can open portals, which has a massive cooldown. So I used it for if my team was in and I were backed off a bit. I used it to open a portal behind them and ult, or just to get back to basically get to the fight quicker. My main use was to get a portal above them and trip down on most of an ult if I had my ult. Shield, basically a big shield. It has 800 health, but it has a 3-second cooldown after destroyed, and it takes a while to recharge. But it does 80 per second, which not too bad. Price of magic. That magic accumulates with every hit on an enemy. If that magic peaks for too long, Doctor Strange will be cursed with anti-heal. Basically, you can't get healed if you have it charged for too long. Team up Gamma, which is Hulk charges Doctor Strange and Iron Man with gamma radiation, which makes his E ability, which is the one where he can charge up energy, do more damage. And obviously Iron Man does better stuff as well. Lastly, Eye of Agamotto. Basically makes their souls leave their bodies for a bit, so basically stuns them, which you can do damage and kill them whilst they're not there, which was amazingly fun to do. When you hit everyone, your team would always follow up on it, but well. Because of the 10-meter range around you. So basically, what I did when I was going to do this, if I didn't use the pentagram and Agamotto combo, what I did was if I charged this up to full, I used this and then let release that, which did a lot of damage to everyone as well. It's a good little combo to do. That is Doctor Strange. Did Captain have any team up builds? Didn't notice that. He did. Charged this. Thor infuses Thor Force into Storm and Captain America against them electrifying and enhances. With electrifying Hammer Storm can unleash Lightning Barrage. With an electrifying enchantment, Captain America gains movement boost, and his shield is imbued with thunder power, electrocuting nearby enemies. So Thor's got a team up now. With them. Groot. Wow, we're only 12 minutes anyway, still going through stuff. We weren't even on the first row yet. A lot to go through. Vine Strike, I'll try and go a bit faster. Vine Strike is a close ranged attack again. Basically just a melee attack again. One wall. I think this is the bigger wall. When awakened, it strikes nearby enemies attacking by Groot and his allies. This is the bigger wall. Ironwood wall. Groot bonus health. I think this is the smaller wall, basically. Yes. Oh no, this is the bigger wall. He's the bigger wall by the looks of it. Basically just a wall you put up which has more health and you can get more health on Groot as well. Spore Bomb throws an explosive spore bomb that splits into multiple small explosive spores. Projectile speed 60, cooldown, damage. The projectile deals no damage itself, while Spore Bomb deals 55. Once it hits, I think it doesn't do nothing until it hits the floor or an object or someone. Then when it explodes, it does damage, and the spores also deal 10 damage as well. Passive Floral Colossus. Wooden walls near Groot will awaken, activating extra effects. Correct clicking while building. A wooden wall will continue building additional walls. Furious Flora perform a combo with his arms, and a third strike will launch the enemies up slightly. I do not remember this when I was in the beta. I didn't really play Groot, but I don't remember that being an ability. But that could be cool to try out. And his ultimate pulls nearby enemies closer to the centre and imprisons them. Basically another one where they get stunned for a little while, but it pulls them all together. So another good combo with this, I'd say, is Iron Man's ultimate, because it does massive damage in his centred areas. If you pull them all together and fire the pulse, it does a lot of damage, and well, one-shots most people. And you can have Jeff and Rocket riding his shoulder. They receive a damage reduction, and obviously can heal you and stuff as well, also on the shoulder. Groot is also another tank, same as I think I did say for Doctor Strange. Hawkeye, another one I don't know much about because it wasn't out in the beta or alpha. Hawkeye, two left clicks. Interesting. Shoots a powerful arrow. I'm guessing you can change which ammo you use. Cause you got two that shoots 3 explosive arrows and one that shoots a powerful arrow, which I'm sure will change maybe. Crescent slash unsleeve a katana and slash forward, launching up enemies hit. Basically, I think it's like a dash. It's a mini dash, and it launches people in the air. Hypersonic arrow shoot a hypersonic arrow dealing damage. 2 instances of damage to enemies in its path and inflicting them with slow. This ability can knock down flying heroes. Ooh, okay. So Iron Man gets knocked to the floor. Doctor Strange with his float. Someone else. Spider-Man maybe when he's launching stuff like that. Ronin slash swing. Yes, that thing. Straight frontal enemies deflecting. All incoming projectile another deflect, which is sweet. Sarah Lynn form a double jump in the direction of movement. So you got a double jump. Aim at enemy to improve focus, enhancing damage inflicted by piercing arrow. He hasn't got any team ups. Interesting. His ultimate alters to capture after images of enemies in his view. Damage dealt to an after image is transferred to the corresponding enemy. Interesting. That's nice to know. So Hawkeye, we're going to try him out. Obviously, when it comes out in not long now, just less than a week away. Which I'm excited for this coming out. It's going to be insane. Hela, one of the well, I've had many faults. I loved and hated Hela at the same time. In the beta and alpha, you had special bonuses to certain heroes, and then Hela got a 15% damage increase. Basically, nearly just one-shot everyone. It's insane. So, a long-range attack throws a night sword, Thorns, dealing 70 damage, but good headshot. Can't remember if it does double damage on a headshot or if it's not, but still a lot of damage. Astral Flock transform into a crow. Basically, it was hard to control. You basically go into a crow for a little bit and dash 18 meters quite fast. Soul Drainer project a explosive hell sphere to stun nearby enemies. So it's a stun. Piercing Knight, fire multiple night swords. I think it's 5? 4. Ah, we're close. And they do 10 damage each. Defeating an enemy will generate a natural crow exploding after duration. Yeah, so basically we kill someone, it does a crow which explodes. Hold space to fall slow, so if you're in the air you can slowly glide down. Team up, Queen of Hell, on the final hit, intercollects Loki and Thor in the respawn phase, or grant them bonus health if they're still alive. I did not notice it did health, unless that's new. With decrease direction if you kill someone basically. So into the sky and unleash Natsuron crows from hand at will. So basically you go high up into the air and fire exploding crows down on your enemies. Yeah, that's one row done. We've still got quite a bit to go. Hulk, another melee tank. In Bruce Banner form, you do you fire a little gun. You have a little. You can put your ultimate, which when you spawn you get it every turn instantly, which you build up fast. If not, you have a grenade which can inflict damage and knock them airborne. I think you can knock yourself as well. Gamma Boost, which is the team up ability with Doctor Strange and Iron Man. Hulk form, melee attacks. Hulk smash, not that one. Indestructible guard basically melts a shield on anyone nearby. And any damage absorbed builds your ultimate faster. Radioactive lockdown, emit a gamma ray of energy, and enemies immobiles immune to all ability effects. Basically, stun. Leap is a big jump, and you can knock them up into the air a little bit when you hit the ground. Gamma burst is a ranged gamma ray burst, and Hulk smash basically turns him into this guy, which has stronger fists. And you can have an ultimate with him as well, which you can grab and smash someone. And I think it one-shots anyone but a tank. If I remember right, this does the same thing as the other Gamma Burst. It stuns people. A bigger leap and a bigger burst. Hulk is another tank. Next, Iron Man. I enjoyed Iron Man as well, but was very slow at flying. Has a lot of attacks, a lot. So normal fires projectiles from the sky, can fly around. Overdrive does more damage. Oh, it doesn't do more damage. What does it do? Oh, it makes them bigger projectiles, so it does more splash damage. Repulsor blast, fire nano, which this does more damage and has the bigger splash as well. Which when you have gamma overdrive from Hulk, you have 3 beams as well. Unibeam, you can fire a beam, which takes your ammo at people. Same with this one. This one does infinite ammo. Oh, he has infinite ammo, yes. And does more damage, yes. Goes from 220 to 180 damage. And Gamma Overdrive goes to 220 damage per second. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot of damage, my goodness. Hypervelocity. Activate hypervelocity state to shift forward in flight. It basically makes you fly faster. Armor Overdrive makes you makes your energy faster. Makes you have infinite energy when flying around with like, whereas this you have an energy bar that goes down faster. Armor Overdrive, this is the ability that makes everything better. I think you can fire micro missiles well better with this. And this micro missile fires a load of missiles whenever using this or this. And his ultimate is a big massive pulse cannon, which does, as you can see, 1000 damage. So it one-shots anyone that it hits, but it's very easy to avoid. But if you can hit it, it does a lot of damage. I enjoy Iron Man, but he's very easy to hit, I've found. But you get if you can play him well, you get big damage out of him. Jeff, another healer. Joyful Splash, which is a heal ability, so if you hit it, it heals your team. This is a damaging ability. Hide and seek, basically dive into the floor. You can get damaged, but if you hit the dorsal fin, you get a movement speed, and you can heal while submerged and gain the wall crawl ability. Healing bubble, he spits bubbles onto the floor, and if they walk into it, it heals people. Oblivious cuteness, reduces damage taken from critical hits. So you take less damage from critical hits. Frozen Spitball, Lunar Snow infuses energy into Namor, and Jifflon Shark, who can then tap into it to use Ice Energy power up to power up abilities. New friends, you can ride Groot, and it's Jeff, you dive deep underground, and anyone in the range you can eat. So one button, you eat if you eat both allies and enemies. If you fire enemies, does a bit of damage over time, and you can throw them off the map and stuff. And then another button, you can heal. Another button, you can fire at your team back to put them back, or you can keep them inside until the ability runs out to heal them. Which is a fun ability, throwing them off the map and stuff. Obviously, flyers don't get thrown off the map, but anyone who doesn't have any movement abilities really get thrown off the map. Jeff was fun. Loki, one of the best healers in the game, along with Luna. Loki Mystical Missile fires missiles both damaging enemies if they hit enemies and healing allies if they hit allies. Regeneration Domain creates a field that provides healing and converts incoming damage into more healing. Basically a healing station. Project Illusion that can cast some Loki's abilities. Basically, summons another Loki that can fire this, and when you use shift, it also uses this as well. Exchange, basically, you can snap him. He snaps his fingers and switch places with his clone. Backstab, pull out a dagger and stab enemies, dealing extra damage when attacking from behind. I didn't use that really. That's cool. Deception, become invisible and conjure an illusion in his place where you use the ability. You get the team up with Hela, and got a Mischief, you can shapeshift it into any of the enemies. Oh, and you can also do your ally as well, yeah. You can turn into anyone on your team or the enemy's team and use all their abilities at a faster rate. You ult build faster. I think you still have the same cooldowns and abilities. Luna, another healer, another great healer. This is the same. If you hit your enemies, you do damage. If you hit your allies, you heal them. Ice shards for a short duration, damaging enemies and healing ours while storing our own health. Basically, it's instead of firing these, you fire like a little big ice shards that do more healing and more damage. Share the state, attach an idle aura to an ally. Allies with idle also restore health and lose no healing others. So if say Loki's over there, you attach the idle aura to him, and you're shooting someone else, you're healing someone else the way Loki also gets healed at the same time. Absolute Zero, it's a clump of ice that freezes. And freezes the enemy. Passive, automatic restore health when casting ice arts or Absolute Zero, which is that, and Absolute Zero is the ice ball. Smooth Skate, when you after a while of moving, you get faster movement. And this is where Luna infuses the energy into Namor and Jeff. Ultimate, Fate of both work, takes on the stage, start dancing. You can either do a lot of healing or damage boost to your allies. Magic, someone I never actually played. It's been out since the alpha, but I actually haven't played her, really. Funny enough, I don't think I played her at all, really, actually, thinking about it. It's also basically a melee attack. Stepping discs. Jump through stepping disc, teleport a short distance in the direction of movement, become invincible whilst teleporting. So a teleportability. Dash forward and launch enemies upwards. When you hit them with the E, it launches them in the air. Another left click while spin while swinging the soul sword. An exciting stepping, and after exiting stepping disc. Right click, slash forward and air slash. I think that's a projectile by the looks of this. Demonic Demon's Rage, summon a Limbo demon to attack enemies after exiting stepping discs. Passive, Limbo's Might, convert damage inflicted onto enemies into bonus health for herself. Team up. When Magickon's on the field, Black Panther and Cyclops can trap into Limbo, tap into Limbo, which is a Black Panther's thing, and turns into a Dark Child, which enhances stepping discs. This one, Umbral Insertion, Spinning, Normal Attack, the Air Slash, and Demon's Rage. Basically that just enhances all of abilities. Next, Magneto, another tank I played quite a bit of, which was an amazing team up with Scarlet Witch. Basically a medium range attack, which either if you hit them does decent damage or can explode near them. This is a big shield, sort of like Captain America, but not as big. Conjure a metal shield around a chosen ally, damage taken will transform into rings on Magneto's back. Basically it's the shield on your ally, and this is a net shield for yourself. Converts iron rings into Magneto's back into a mag cannon that launches when they can metallic mass forward. Higher stacks of rings increases damage and full stacks knock enemies back. Hold space to fall slowly, so you can float in the air. Scarlet Witch can infuse chaos energy into Magneto, granting him a sword, which is amazing. The sword does a lot of damage. And Q, basically any damage that comes into Magneto's area makes his Q bigger, making it do more damage. Sorry, I'm skipping through this quickly, but we are half an hour in. And we've still got loads to go through. Mantis, someone else I didn't really play, but another healer. Fire Thorn energy and gain 1 life orb after a critical hit. Oops. Shift makes them go to sleep the nearest enemy that you land next to. Consume life orbs to grant allies a damage boost. Consume life orbs to grant herself a damage boost. Right click. Uses life orbs to heal grant allies healing every time. Passive, receive a movement boost when not injured and healing every time when consuming life orbs. Team up with Adam, which grants them to be revived. And Q, release energy around her while moving, providing healing every time. A movement boost for surrounding allies. Excess healing converts into bonus health. Basically another healing ultimate. Moon Knight, another new one. I'm going to probably take a bit of time so I can read a bit of this. Unleash crescent darts forward that can bounce between enemies and anchors, dealing damage to enemies. Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means, but basically it bounces between enemies, dealing damage to them. Night glider, hold shift to glide. So does that mean you can get launched into the sky, or does it mean you can glide if you're jump off a high ground, say? What are you anyway? You are a DPS, basically. Fire and to launch up enemies within its radius towards the centre. So launches enemies into the air. Launch a frontal grappling hook that pulls Moonlight towards it. So it's a grappling hook, double jump, launch forward a Moonblade that can bounce between enemies, dealing damage to enemies, which is that basically. With a different combo, perform a combo with his Truncheon and a third strike that will launch enemies hit slightly. Launch enemies up, no team ups. His ultimate, open a portal that allowed Khonsu to bombard enemies with his talons. Interesting, looking forward to trying him out as well. Neymar, another DPS. Another one that does high damage, 70 damage. There's a trident reducing a cooldown when enemies critical hits cause monster spawn to enter a berserk state, granting increased attack speed. Blessing of the Deep, summon a protective barrier while flying upwards, which basically can't get hit really, for 3 seconds. Summon monster spawn, which is basically octopus, that's basically turrets that attack enemies themselves. Launch trident forward to damage enemies, then direct all monster spawn to perform an enhanced attack on the nearest hit enemy. When the trident hits an enemy monster spawn to enter berserk straight, same as this one. Another Luna team up, and summons a Giganto to leave it off enemies within range, saving their movement abilities. Does a bit of damage. Closer to you as the centre, the more damage it does. And it also stuns their abilities. Penny, another one I didn't really play, but a tank. Launch forward a cyberweb cluster and attach Spider Tracer to the enemy hit. I think it's a closer range sort of thing. Yeah, 1.5 meters. Bank Spider Nest, generate Spider Nest, which spawns spider drones that chase after enemies inside the nest. Lipari mines that can be concealed with within Cyberweb, which is the nest. Cyberbound shoot a web the target area or cyberweb stretched too far, it will trigger a pullback. Basically, you can link webs together. You can climb walls. Cyberweb snare, you can create cyberweb. You gain healing every time a movement boost inside the web. Team up with Venom, puts the symbiote into Spider-Man or Penny, activating the symbiote ability. Spider-Man and Penny can convert into their symbiotes into explosives, spikes, then inflict harm on enemies and drive them back, which needs to be very close to them to do that. And this goes into Spidey time, which I didn't really like the ultimate at all, that's why I didn't really play her, it wasn't really that good. Enhance the suit, launching enemies up enemies in its path and deploying acromines, spider drones and spider webs repeatedly in the path. Didn't really like this ultimate. Might be just me though. Psylocke, another new hero. Unleash bolts with poison. DPS, yeah, thought it would be. Unleash bolts with psionic crossbows to damage enemies and reduce cooldowns of all her abilities. Cyberblade dash forward to slice through enemies along the path with Sonic Blade, so it's a dash forward. Enter stealth and gain a movement boost. Oh, he's basically go invisible. How long does it last? For only 3 seconds. Launch a volley of Sonic Shurikens to stick to enemies, dealing damage and granting herself bonus health. And you can recall the Shurikens. Nice. So that's a team up with magic. Dance of the Butterfly. Slash nearby enemy with a psionic katana, dealing massive damage. So it's a close range attack. That lasts 4 seconds, and you can do. It lasts 4 seconds. You can do 2 hits per second. So max damage is 300, 600 damage. Wow. Okay. That seems like fun. Next is Rocket, one of my favourite healers, along with Loki. This deals damage. This shoots bouncing balls that fire bounce all around the map, healing anyone that goes near. Chick Pass is 2 dashes. You can dash forward to reverse speed. BRB, Battle Rebirth Beacon. Basically, it can revive an ally that dies and produces armor packs. But as soon as someone gets revived, it gets destroyed. BSB in a 15-meter radius. If not, it goes after 300 seconds. Whole space to run on a wall. You can wall climb, and you can float slowly. You can go on Groot's shoulder, and you've got a ammo overload with the Punisher and the Winter Soldier, guaranteeing them infinite ammo and faster firing. And the CYA basically does grants everyone a damage boost in the radius. Picks up Scarlet Witch, this another broken DPS. Basically does damage to anyone it locks onto. And it does damage depending on their health. And restores the chaos energy. Goes into free flight, invulnerability free flight. So you can fly around for a short time and be invincible. Dark Steel, if it hits on someone, it stuns them periodically over time. So you can stun someone, then you can move a little bit and stun someone again if they're still in it. Telekinesis, swallow slowly. Fires magic missiles, damaging energies, and it gives Magneto the Great Sword. And pure chaos, basically, that's the ultimate voice line. Yellow in short, and engage fully while charging energy and then release it to deal massive damage. 750 damage. I think get it one shot. Yeah, it can one shot like Doctor Strange and stuff like that, which is insane. Spider-Man, a very popular one that I saw. I played him. Melee strikes, basically do punches and a kick. After the third punch, you go punch, punch, kick. You shoot webs, which allows you to lock on for one of your abilities, for E. You can swing webs to move faster, pulls enemies in or pulls you into them if they're... Oh yeah, you pull them into... If I'm shooting a web, if enemies attack with Spider-Man gets pulled to them instead. Amazing combo, basically F makes people launch into the air. Double jump, give a warning to enemies that are being around. A wall climb. Suit, explosion, venom shade, which gets that spike ball, and ultimate basically, but it's just been around stunning enemies with hits with webs. Star-Lord, my favourite DPS. Element guns, basically shoot guns do damage. Rocket propulsion, gets to fly around, not being vulnerable, but get to fly around for a while. E is basically you spin around in a circle doing damage to people around you. You can use right click to dodge attacks and reload. You get the Adam Warlock revival, and Q is ultimate is flea flight and aim lock. You can't miss. If you're locked onto an enemy, you can't miss. Storm, Windblade launches damaging wind blades. Shift, which reaches the weather to empower allies. Tornado grants movement boost. Thunder grants damage boost. General power weather to enhance with Storm. Tornado grants movement boost and inflicts slow on enemies. Thunder grants damage boost and summons lightning to inflict damage. Boros unleashes a lightning bolt forward. Can it bounce off enemies? No, it can't. Charge Gale, which Thor can infuse Storm and Captain America with damage. Electric to do damage and stuff like that. Transform into a hurricane and draw enemies into nearby and do damage. So basically draws people inside the hurricane and does damage whilst they're inside it. Punisher, simple as it can be. Fire an automatic rifle. Change it into a shotgun. You can launch hook. You can slide zipline into its range, but it's down. You can deploy into a turret, which you can do damage with. That it has its own health. Once it gets destroyed, you get out, or you can disable it yourself. Smoke grenade, you can score and it leaves you backwards a bit. Retain vision on enemies that disappear from view for a short duration. And you got his team up with Rocket, which gives him infinite ammo and damage, and faster firing even. And basically you get 2 Gatling guns and the missiles auto lock onto the enemies. Thor, another tank, Mjolnir, hit him with Mjolnir in close range. Shift, you can spin forward and dash forward into him, knocking him back. E, something lightly restores Thor based on number of enemies hit, which allows you the Thor Force allows you to use your abilities. F, consume Force to enter awakened state, granting bonus to health and enhancing Mjolnir Bass. Hammer Throw from Mjolnir, which returns to your Thor Force, which uses to increase abilities. Hella Revive, infusing Captain America and Storm. God of Thunder, soar upwards and smite the ground after charging for duration, inflicting damage on enemies within its range. Venom, a close range attack. Basically, like one charge web swing. Grants bonus health against damage. The lower Venom's health, the greater the bonus health generated. F to dash forward to a target location from a certain height. Upon landing, damage nearby enemies, launch them upwards. Unleash tentacles that slow enemies within reach. Enemies unable to break free will suffer damage. You can climb walls. This is the team up with Spider-Man and Penny. And result, burrow underground for a free movement after duration or by a left click. Devour enemies above the damage to deal damage based on enemies' current health. And lastly, Winter Soldier, someone else new. Fire explosive rounds with his blaster, Rotostern, damaging the target hit and enemies behind them. Shift, dash forward, seizing enemies along the path, launching them up enemies at the end of the dash. Okay. So he grabs people and then launches them up in the air. Charge up and launch powerful electric punch with the bionic arm in a direct direction, dealing damage to enemies within range and slowing them. This ability can knock down flying heroes. Charge up and launch a hook with his bionic arm, reeling in the first target hit and enemies lurking behind. Also reloads automatically while bionic arm is in action, granting bonus health to Winter Soldier. Rocket Raccoon's infinite ammo and faster firing. And leap high, then dash forward and slam down with bionic arm, dealing damage to enemies in range, marking them for culling. Martin's will perish instantly if their health falls below a certain threshold, recharging the bionic arm and for other Kraken impacts within a short period. Interesting. So this is all the abilities and stuff for Marvel Rivals coming up so far. I was playing it on the 6th, hopefully, all being well. When it comes out, I'm looking forward to playing the new heroes, and once I am, make sure to wishlist it on these, and the link will be in the description of this website if you want to look at more yourself. Thank you for watching, see you next time, bye bye.